Welcome back, everyone. Before we dive in, please make sure you're subscribed to this channel for more insightful content. Today, we'll be exploring a topic that often slips under the radar: lifestyle inflation. It's a phenomenon that can subtly impact your financial health over time. It involves increasing your spending as your income grows, often without realizing it, which can hinder your ability to save for the future. Stick around to understand how lifestyle inflation might be affecting you and how to curb it. The term lifestyle inflation might sound complex, but it's quite simple. In its most basic sense, lifestyle inflation refers to the phenomenon where as your income increases, so too does your standard of living. It's human nature to want to reward ourselves for our hard work and to enjoy the fruits of our labor. And so, with each raise, promotion, or bonus, we tend to indulge a little more, treating ourselves to better food, nicer clothes, fancier cars, and more luxurious vacations. Picture this: you've just landed a new job with a significant pay increase. You're thrilled, naturally, and decide to celebrate by purchasing that designer bag you've had your eye on. Then, you start eyeing the luxury apartment downtown that you've always dreamed of. Before you know it, you're dining at high-end restaurants every weekend and booking first-class flights for your vacations. What was once a treat has now become the norm. This is lifestyle inflation in action. It's a common phenomenon, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. After all, what's the point of working hard if you can't enjoy your money, right? But here's the catch. While it's perfectly fine to enjoy your hard-earned money, it's important to do so in a way that doesn't compromise your financial stability in the long run. With lifestyle inflation, the danger lies in the potential to live beyond our means. As we upgrade our lifestyle, we may find ourselves spending more than we earn, which can lead to debt, stress, and financial instability. Moreover, lifestyle inflation can make it harder to save for the future, as our increased spending can eat into our savings. Now that we have a basic understanding of what lifestyle inflation is, let's explore how it impacts us. The effects of lifestyle inflation are more subtle than you might think. It's like that old anecdote about the frog in the boiling pot, not realizing the water's getting hotter until it's too late. The long-term effects of lifestyle inflation are a simmering pot that can boil over before you know it. One of the most evident impacts is delayed retirement. As we inflate our lifestyles, our expenses increase, and we need more money to maintain our standard of living. This means we need to work longer and save more before we can comfortably retire. So that dream of retiring early to travel the world or spend time with loved ones may get pushed back a few years, or even a decade. Then there's the increase in stress. As our financial obligations grow, so does our worry about meeting them. We may start losing sleep over unexpected expenses or the thought of losing our job. We may feel pressure to keep up with our peers, or a nagging fear that we're just one paycheck away from financial disaster. This stress can have serious effects on our mental and physical health over time. But perhaps the most insidious effect of lifestyle inflation is the loss of financial flexibility. When we inflate our lifestyle, we tie up our income in fixed expenses like a larger mortgage or car payments. This leaves us with less disposable income to invest, save for emergencies, or pursue our passions. This lack of financial freedom can limit our options and make us feel stuck in a financial rut. So, while lifestyle inflation may seem like a harmless byproduct of success, it can actually have serious long-term consequences. It's like a chain around our financial future, subtly but steadily pulling us down. But remember, the first step to breaking free is recognizing the chain is there. Recognizing lifestyle inflation in our lives is the first step to addressing it. It's about understanding that more money doesn't necessarily mean a better life, and that true wealth isn't just about what we have, but also about what we're free to do. Identifying lifestyle inflation can be a bit tricky, but there are certain signs to look out for. Ever wondered why, despite that recent pay raise, your savings account doesn't seem to be growing? That's a classic sign of lifestyle inflation. It's when your income increases, but instead of saving or investing more, you end up spending all of it, often on things you don't really need. This could be in the form of constant upgrades. You buy a new phone, then 6 months later, a newer model comes out, and you feel the need to have it. The same goes for cars, gadgets, clothing, or even homes. If you find yourself always wanting the latest and the greatest, you could be dealing with lifestyle inflation. Another telltale sign is when you start feeling a need to keep up with your peers or the people around you. Maybe your friends have started dining at high-end restaurants or holidaying at exotic locations, and you feel compelled to do the same. This phenomenon, often referred to as keeping up with the Joneses, is a dangerous trap of lifestyle inflation. It's when we begin to measure our success not by our own standards, but by comparing ourselves to others. It's important to note that there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor. But when your spending habits start to outpace your income growth and you're not making progress towards your financial goals, that's when lifestyle inflation becomes a problem. Remember, the key to wealth isn't just about making more money. It's also about how much of that money you manage to keep and grow. If you're constantly spending on upgrades and trying to keep up with others, you're not really moving forward, you're just running in place. So take a step back and evaluate your spending habits. Are you saving more as you earn more? Are you frequently upgrading your possessions? Are you feeling the pressure to match the lifestyle of your peers? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, you might be experiencing lifestyle inflation. Once we recognize these signs, we can take steps to reduce lifestyle inflation. Reducing lifestyle inflation doesn't mean you can't enjoy the finer things in life. It's all about balance. It's about making conscious decisions that prioritize your financial health without sacrificing your happiness. Here are some practical tips to help you achieve that balance. Firstly, let's talk about setting a budget. It's a fundamental step that allows you to see where your money goes and how you can better allocate it. Think about it like a financial roadmap. It helps you navigate through your income and expenses, and it's also a great tool to help you avoid unnecessary detours that lead to overspending. Now, while budgeting is an essential tool, it's also important to adopt a save-first mentality. Before you spend a dime, set aside a portion of your income for savings. This habit forces you to live on less than you earn, which is a surefire way to prevent lifestyle inflation. You'll be surprised how this small shift in mindset can have a significant impact on your financial health. Investing is another effective strategy to combat lifestyle inflation. Instead of spending your extra income on upgrading your lifestyle, consider putting it into investments. This doesn't have to be complex. Start with low-risk investments like a retirement account or a high-yield savings account. As your knowledge and confidence grow, you can explore other investment options. The key is to make your money work for you, not the other way around. Lastly, learn to be content with what you have. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting more, especially in our consumer-driven society. But remember, the latest gadgets or the newest cars don't define your worth. Learning to appreciate the value of what you already have can significantly reduce the urge to constantly upgrade your lifestyle. In conclusion, reducing lifestyle inflation is about making mindful financial decisions. It's about understanding the difference between wants and needs, and it's about practicing restraint when it comes to spending. But most importantly, it's about finding joy and fulfillment in the things that truly matter in life, and often, those aren't things you can buy. Remember, the goal is not to deprive yourself, but to make smart financial decisions. With a bit of planning and a lot of discipline, you can enjoy the finer things in life without falling victim to lifestyle inflation. Understanding and managing lifestyle inflation is an ongoing process. It's a journey, not a destination. Today, we've explored what lifestyle inflation is, a phenomenon where our expenses increase along with our earnings. We've seen how it can impact our long-term financial health, subtly eating away at our ability to save and invest for the future. We delved into how to recognize it, from the sudden desire for luxury goods to the creeping costs of everyday living. And we've discussed strategies to reduce it, including budgeting, mindful spending, and setting financial goals. Remember, the goal is not to deprive yourself of pleasure or comfort, but to make conscious decisions about how you use your money. It's about finding the balance between enjoying the present and preparing for the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with those who might find it useful. Until next time, keep making smart financial decisions.